What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Blue Fox 22, aka Michael Gardner. Currently working on one of my projects. The main project that I'll be working on today is the Beyblade Stadium. I got some decent responses. Not a whole bunch, but got a couple decent responses for my quick question that I posted yesterday. Would you guys mind seeing some Beyblade battles? I completely forgot about them. I don't know what happened. It just... For those of you who get that reference, ha ha ha. The second thing I am working on is I'm converting my swords from paper to actual foam board. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's there. Getting a little bit closer. Now, don't mind all this and all that. That'll be cleaned up later. What I'm doing is distressing the paper so it gives the actual edge a look of, I guess, earth, roughened earth. Also gives it a forged look, as if it were hammered. Because this, the theme I have for my swords is elemental blades. And I don't know if you caught that or not. This particular one doesn't have the element for it yet. I don't know if I was going to do water or darkness. I might do Yami for that one, which is Japanese for darkness. Earth. So, earthen blades. And where's fire? There's one more sword I'm probably gonna make for fire. I don't know yet. And I do kind of do somewhat of an evolutionary line of the blades. Like this one's somewhat of a fusion of these two. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make the last one something like this, but make it like a Falk. So the blades on the if this were a Falk, the blade would be here, where the dark is, and you would just reverse that. So that would be the actual blade right in there. Use this to point it out. Right in there would be the actual blade if it were a Falk, but it's not. So yeah. I try not to get too fantasy with it because I do watch Skyrim, and that's the one thing he hates are ridiculously weird fancy swords. These swords would never work in reality, but if you watch Mike Cthulhu on YouTube, then yeah, there's no such thing as wouldn't work in reality with him. He would get it to work. When I saw him build the Buster Sword and the Dragon Slayer, I was like, yep, he can build anything. So there's no such thing as can't be built with him. But yeah, I decided that I want to bring these to life in a weird way. So yeah, the only hard part I'm going to have is the guard slash handle. This is a full tang blade. The blade itself is literally bolted between two pieces of steel, and they run down into the handle, but the blade keeps going into... They keep running down into the guard, but the blade keeps going down into the handle. So it's a full tang sword. It's just... It's my rendition of the Dragon Slayer. Pretty much. Dragon Slayer 2.0, if you will. The other thing is the Beyblade Stadium. I did all the hard parts yesterday. I got everything mocked up and ready to go. Well, you can see it. But yeah. Now I got my foam board from Dollar Tree. $10, I believe $1.07. It might be 50 cents. No, it's $1.07 for. It's $1 for the foam board and $2 for $1 for the regular poster board. That's a Dollar Tree. I don't know what stores you have around you that sell poster board for cheap, but that's a really good alternative to making a stadium. I don't want to pay $10 for a piece of plastic that's not going to last long. My cousins actually saved up money to get a Beyblade stadium, and their stadium lasted probably a year before it broke down. And they spent like $12 on theirs. There's a store I know of that sells them for about $10. But yet again, it's plastic. I have a brain where, I know it's probably not going to last as long, but I had this little storage box that I used until our cat decided to chew on it. Had a little storage box that I was using for my Beyblades, and that lasted 3 years before our cat decided to chew on it. If you take care of it, they will last a long time. So, I don't know. I might sneeze in a few seconds, so forgive me. I don't know. But, like I said, I don't want to pay $10 for plastic. When I can spend $2, $3, probably half the price of one of those Beyblade stadiums, and make my own. But I'll get into more detail with that later on. So, yeah. Also, I want to apologize. I didn't realize until I was actually editing and uploading the video that, when I uploaded the Relic Hunter videos for Far Cry, that, what happened. I completely forgot about what happened in Orlando, and I apologize for that. It's not that I forgot, I didn't think that it would be a trigger point, and for anyone who may have been offended by that, I completely apologize. My condolences, my prayers go out to, the victims and their families. It was just a lapse in my thought processes. I've been crappy for the past couple weeks, and I just wasn't thinking at the time. So, yeah, yet again, I apologize for that one. If anything like that ever happens, please call me out on it, and I will do something. If you guys feel that I should do something about it, let me know. I'll unlist the video so it stays unlisted and no one can see it. Or I'll make the ultimate sacrifice and just take it down. But, like I said, the only thing I was doing in the video was relic hunting. I even cut out the last end of it because the natives to the island were being attacked by pirates, and I kind of jumped into the fight. I cut that part completely out when I realized, oh crap, what did you do? So, yeah. Not that it was, anything closely relevant to what happened in Orlando. It's just, for some people, hearing the sounds of gunshots and all that, it can be a trigger point, and I don't want that to trigger anyone. And by trigger, I mean, PTSD, add to their depression, stress, anything like that. I don't know who's watching my videos. You never know. So when something like that happens, you try not to do anything too offensive. So, that completely... Now I'm trying to figure out what we can do for, more videos for the channel for at least the rest of the week. Probably next week, too. What I was thinking about doing, was the Beyblade videos, and then... we'll do Beyblade Battle Saturdays, probably, since Saturday's coming up, and, probably revive Saturday Night Street Fights. But, yeah, we'll think of something to do for the video. Forgive me, I am slowly painting this, too. Because I want to get this, somewhat out of the way, and paint it up and ready to go for the next part. But like I said, videos are slow, but I wouldn't say slow, but they're not as fast as I would like them to be. And then it's not the content I would like it to be, as far as quality is concerned. So I apologize for that. I did the best I can for what I got. Also, I launched the Patreon page, so if you guys are interested, I do have my video, Let's Talk About, and that is the Patreon. That is up and running, so if you guys, like I said before, if you guys can spare the $1, and I mean can, I literally mean can. If you have to make the decision between, food in your house and giving me $1, please put food in your house. But, even if it's $1 a month, that will help out a lot. It's $12 a year. Even if it's a one-time donation of $12, that would go so far for the channel, because that's cards for card contests, which I'll be bringing those back next month. That is, helps with the shipping and stuff like that. It's basically you helping me for me to help you. It's stuff like that that really means a lot to me. I got 2 people who told me that, when they can, they will. But I told them, if you need it, keep it. So, shout out to them. Thank you very much, guys. You know who you are. Not going to drop any names. No name drops. But yeah, if you have it, please. The rewards aren't great, but they're something that I thought of off the fly. It's, extra cards for card contests if you're a patron and you're participating. It's a free song that you guys can use however you like. I'll make a song for you guys. Just give me a genre, and, okay, I want a hip-hop beat. I'll make something up real quick. If you like it, I'll send you a link to it. Email it to you. Okay, I like this, but I don't like the drums of this part. I'll actually write down, how I do everything, and then